All right, I'm gonna turn that down. All right, hello everybody. I just thought I would start my video a little differently today. Kind of like Axel Vasa style, but you know, like house playing house music because he plays like the 70s, tends to play like the 70s rock type of stuff or like the metal, that type of stuff. Uh we all need it. We all need a break because things have gotten just too freaking real and ridiculous and too intense, especially with the solar eclipse happening. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, first of all, I just want to come on and explain, like, some of you might be thinking, oh, well, she said a bunch of stuff and it didn't happen. And I told you guys to, get your water and your food, prepared and all that stuff, to prepare. Well, the reason why it didn't happen, which I was kind of, you know, wondering why it didn't happen, and I've heard this from other YouTubers, was because there was, and I do remember seeing like a bunch of people, YouTubers saying, oh, we're going to have a meditation, for the eclipse, blah, blah, blah. There was a mass meditation. So that's one of the reasons why it didn't happen. And also because, like nothing bad happened. And also because, because I remember saying that it wasn't safe in certain cities, but also, God did not want it to happen. He didn't want anything bad to happen to us. So, but the meditation really did make a difference. So I just wanted to bring that up, and also, I'm wondering because I really did have some symptoms from this eclipse. It affected me. It really affected me. It affected people around me. So I'm wondering if anybody had any symptoms, due to the eclipse, the solar eclipse that we just had. Because I heard that some people, it was very positive for them. They had positive, you know, effects from it. But man, I was like out of commission for a few days, and it took me a few days to recover from it. And even the day of the eclipse, I had all these negative emotions coming up. It was so crazy. Like, I just felt frustrated. I felt angry. I felt like sort of confused. Like, I just didn't believe anybody or anything. Like, I was really doubtful. It was like just a total ego death. Like, I definitely experienced an ego death, and then, I got into a huge fight with my hubby. I mean, it was just like insane. It was crazy. But I had to like work to clear that energy, like clear all that negative stuff that was coming to the surface. And it took me a few days to do that, and I had to really ground myself, like literally just throw myself on the floor, and do some yoga, throw myself on the floor and clear the energy in my in my apartment here, like I really, I had to work at it even more so than normal. Um, and I bet some people are still feeling the effects of it, like today. And we've had all this, solar activity. I know the Schumann resonance was like really crazy yesterday, was really high. Uh, and now we're just like coming down from it. So it's been really, it's been quite a journey. And then I'm jobless again. So I worked for 2 months and now I'm jobless. It's just, it's crazy. Um, I'm really hoping that things will change, financially, like for everybody, as far as like the QFS, it's been crazy. And I was actually I just listened to one YouTuber that said, oh, it's going to take 6 years. I was like, what? 6 years? Are you freaking crazy? Are you nuts? 6 years? No, we're not going to be able to withstand 6 years of this shit. I mean, come on. Like, no, no. By that time, you know what? We, the people, will make our own currency if it takes 6 years. Absolutely not. I put my foot down on that. No, no way. But yeah, today has been like, I don't know, it's already been like, I'm, noticed something because, I was watching this woman, she's on YouTube. She does like the Schumann resonance. Erin, her name's Erin. She does this Schumann resonance like every day, like she reads it. And she was saying, oh, if you feel drowsy, we had a blast of energy, like I think it was yesterday, or maybe it's been in the past few days. But I totally woke up drowsy this morning. My husband did not go to work today. He was very tired this morning for no reason. Like it's like I drank wine last night and I totally did not. Like I just woke up so drowsy this morning. It hasn't been a very good morning. I'm gonna admit, I'm not gonna lie to you. It has not been a good morning. I like just doing normal things. It was like obstacles, like dropping off my daughter at school. There was just this garbage truck in the way, and then I wanted to just go, like a simple thing, go mail a letter, go to the post office and mail a letter, and this man was in the way. I mean, we're in the middle of rush hour. It gets insane around here during rush hour, during like 8 o'clock to like 8:30, or like, I don't even know, like 8:45 or whatever. Like, it gets so insane around here with the cars, with the people. And this man was blocking the entrance to the freaking, post office. Okay. He had like this big truck, he was blocking it. And I'm like honking, and I was, see, I'm nice. I'm a nice person. I'm a spiritual person. I mean well for everybody. But, I have my warrior side to me. I'm not a doormat. And I was just honking, honking, honking. And I'm like, man, this guy is really, he just doesn't get it. He needs to move out of the way because A, he's blocking the entrance. B, he's also affecting the traffic in the area. because the cars have to go around him. And so I pulled like over, like on the side, and I told him, I said, you know, you can't block the entrance. Pull into the, uh, you know, the there was like a space for handicap, for, you know, handicapped people. Like, pull into the space and wait for, you know, because it wasn't, it's not, it's a small post office, and there aren't a lot of parking spaces. I'm like, pull into the handicap parking space and wait until a spot opens. And he's like, no, it's a $200 fine. And I'm like, I'm looking at him like he's an idiot. I'm like stupid, right? And I'm like, you know what? I pulled over, like, to the side or whatever, and I just walked out of my car and mailed the letter. And then when I got back into my car, I noticed this lady was trying to make the left into the post office, but he was blocking the entrance. And then I rolled down my window and, like, I made this face to her, and I go, you know, he doesn't want to move. And she's like, you know, I work here. And she was telling him to move, you know, to go into the, what I said, go into the handicapped space. It's like, what is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? You know, and then he finally moved. Um, I don't know. At that point, I was like, when he was moving, I was leaving. But it's just, what is wrong with people? It's just, they're just so inconsiderate. And especially this area, they're just so inconsiderate around here. But major blocking. You know what? Next time when I have to run an errand, I'm not doing it during that time. I'm just gonna wait until the traffic goes. Traffic is, you know, non-existent. But it's just like, it has to be like the effects of the eclipse. It's making people stubborn. You know, it could also be pharmaceuticals, you know, people that take pharmaceuticals. You know, I've noticed the stubbornness in them. Um, it's like they're not clear-headed. But it could be like combination of those two things, you know. It just, the energies is just making people crazy. And I really, like, in that situation, that one, the woman was so calm, she was so patient, and I just lost my shit totally. Like, I totally lost my shit with that guy. But anyway, where were we? What else did I want to say? Um, yeah, I mean, there're just so many things going on right now. You know, we're in the middle of World War III. I have no idea what's going on, like, with that Israeli Iran conflict. I don't even know. I just feel like I woke up this morning, I just felt like, man, this is all an illusion. It's all an illusion, like a total illusion. You know, it's just insane. All freaking insane. But anyway, all right, so where am I going with all this? I don't even know anymore. But yeah, the point is, yeah, just be aware of, the energies and everything like that. And they're kind of like, everything's intense, so we gotta kind of like chill out a little bit, which I should take my own advice. I need to chill out. Um, yeah, but we have another thing coming up. I don't know if anybody's ever heard, but Joe gave me the information, one of my viewers. Thank you, Joe. Um, we have on the 20th, a possible earthquake this week. So the aspect was Jupiter and Uranus conjunction, I believe. Uh, that I think it was what was his name? This astrologer, he studies, I think it's Steve Judd. I gotta look that up. You know what? I'll put the link down below. he studies earthquakes and astrology, so he connects the earthquake, certain aspects during earthquakes. So he connects that, he connects the dots, and he found that it's Jupiter and Uranus are conjunct in a conjunction. That's when usually there are earthquakes. And I actually asked my spirit guides, my pendulum, which by the way, I have not told you all this about who I speak to when I do the pendulum and who I ask to speak to. I'm just gonna I'm gonna be open with you. Don't kill the messenger. With everything I'm telling you, don't kill the messenger. If it resonates with you, it resonates with you. But I ask Yeshua. That's who I ask. I always ask Yeshua. I always protect myself before I do it. I always put the intention of being on the highest timeline. Um, but what I've been told, what he told me was that uh watch Maryland, um, specifically Washington, D.C., but you know, it, there's something, in Maryland that is important, um, related to, earthquakes. So who knows, they could be clearing out dams, that could be the reason. If there's because they use the white hats use the high frequency machines, and also the things going on with the sun. But a lot of YouTubers are saying that, we're gonna have more earthquakes this year. Um, so yeah. What else did I want to say? Let's see. I don't even know what questions to ask. I just don't even know. I don't even know anymore. It's just so much going on. So many things going on right now. All right. So I don't know. Let's just do like a reading on money, QFS. Are we gonna see this anytime soon? Is there anything coming? Oh, it fell and I got the magician. So it could be the beginning of something. I mean, the magician. Um, let's see. I have to see other cards, what's next to it, but the magician's a one, so it's the beginning. We might see a little drip, maybe. Let's see. Okay, financial system. What do we need to know? QFS. Let's see. Knight of Wands. I've been getting this card. Holding back. All right, so I got this guy in the past. So what I'm seeing is that a lot of these, I'm going to say C members, are in the past, and they're gone. Okay, so they've been taken care of. Um, but there is, it's still on hold. Like, it's just on hold. This to me is on hold right now. Presently, it's being held back. And we will know more when there's going to be like a big announcement before. A big announcement, a reveal as well, before it happens. And I'm looking at the environment. So this is an ending. We got these cards like this, so this is definitely an ending, like an end game type of thing. And you have the white hats, the Galactic Federation involved. This is kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's like a lot of the Galactic Federation, like this card. Um, so we can rest assured that that has happened, definitely. And then you have the Hangman and this card and this card. So I feel like as though the reason why they're holding back is more, there needs to be more enlightenment, more people that need to wake up, and more healing, because this is a healing person, this is a healing guy, before this can happen. So more of the same. It's kind of like more of the same stuff. Um, and we're still shifting. It's kind of like the timeline is still shifting. We're still working on the timeline, on the timeline shifting. It's like in the works of shifting. Because that's a two, it's a duality. We have 10 and ending. Um, the structure, this is a four, so we're talking about the structure, the system. Four is the structure. Let's see, that's 12. It's like a three, so that's, yeah, that's kind of like a three is like creativity, like more spirituality, um, integration, processing. So the reason there's also, yeah, I'm getting like people are still processing, like processing the energy. So I don't see it happening like it is, this is near future. This is considered near future. But I don't see it happening like near future, like now, like like tomorrow, or like the day after. But it is near future. This is considered near future. So I don't know. I think we maybe we'll see like a trickle of something. Everything is just happening, honestly, it's just happening really slow. Like I feel like it's just happening slowly. Yeah. It's not happening as fast as we thought it would happen, but yet some people say things are happening fast. And let's see, I don't know, let's just take a look at the war thing with Iran and Israel. Let's see, Iran and Israel. What do we need to know about that? I'm seeing that something's gonna happen where it's going to something about that conflict, it's gonna that's something's gonna happen where it's going to affect the whole world. And I'm not saying that it's gonna be like, don't be afraid that it's going to be, destroying the world or anything like that. No doomsday predictions here. It could be something economically that's gonna affect the whole world, but it's gonna be something that's gonna wake everybody up and see we have the world here. And this is like the end of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. Um, and I think that it has to do with religion. It could be some kind of information coming out that's gonna like rock everybody's world. All these religious people that it's going to like totally, like pull, it's like going to completely take them off, like it's going to be something that they're not going to expect. Um, so there's definitely something hidden. It could be something hidden in that area, maybe in Jerusalem that uh people in the area, people in the world are not going to expect to see or to hear about or to know about. It's some kind of knowledge. Um it could be an actual object, to prove what will come up. Um I don't know, that's pretty interesting. I mean, we have a 2. I've been reading like the numerology of the cards as well. Maybe I think it has to do with some kind of duality or dualistic type of duality in the world. It could be even something that they see, like see in the sky that make people like stop and make people in the world stop, or we could all be seeing it at the same time. Very interesting. Very interesting. Spirit did not want me to know about the war. The spirit wanted me to know about something else that is more important. The spiritual aspect, the awakening of humanity. That's what spirit wanted me to know about. So, all right, people. Well, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. And, I hope everybody stays safe and, always connected and loving and compassionate. And, you know, have a great week, have a great weekend, and, always like, share, subscribe, take care, love, and light always.